Hi guys, I'm Shani J. Pritto from Go Girl Strong. I'm in the kitchen today. Today's my little girl's 10th birthday. I'm sorry about the poor videoing. I'm trying to keep it still, but I tend to speak with my hands. So I'm in my kitchen cooking for my little girl. She's at school today, and her birthday cake request is a ice cream cake that is a biscuit base with Oreo biscuits, cookies and cream ice cream, a layer of chocolate cake, a layer of raspberry jelly, and then caramel swirl ice cream, and then covered with flake on the outside and Oreo cookies and scoops of ice cream on top. That's her request for a birthday cake. So that's what I'm doing. And although I'm a health coach and life coach and strength and conditioning coach and all kinds of coach, I love to cook as well, and I like to bake, and I'm actually quite creative. So I've got a Thermomix, which is my little baby, which is, it's kind of in the sink and being washed. So I've got the opportunity to make all this stuff myself. So I've made the caramel sauce. I did buy vanilla ice cream, but I've made I've made the actual cookies and cream ice cream myself. I've made put the caramel in the caramel swirl, making the cake, making the jelly, going to be doing it all myself, right? So it's very exciting. I'm having a dead arm. Okay, it's very exciting, but it made me think about some of the old lessons that I used to teach when I was doing lots of work with my Eat Food Not Emotions clients. I've got an e-course called Eat Food Not Emotions. Emotional eating has been a big passion of mine, and I used to work with a lot of ex-athletes who had developed control patterns around eating. It's a big issue. It's probably one of the biggest issues that we face in the Western world is food being a drug. So this is part of the reason why we've got so much problem with obesity and with people who are struggling with their weight, even though they needn't really struggle with their weight. And even if they think they're struggling with their weight, and they're probably not necessarily struggling with their weight, they've just got bad body image. A lot of it plays into emotional eating habits, right? And control patterns around eating. Punishment, reward, good, bad, all this kind of stuff. So as I'm making this cake today, this is a trigger for me. So we need to know our triggers, and it's something that I speak about in my course a lot. And the making of food for other people is really fun and exciting for me, but the triggers for me are the availability and the leftover bits and the bits that are on the spoons. And like, I've got this cake here. Oops, can't see. There we go. I've got this cake here that I've had to cut in half. Because I'm using part of it as the base, part of it's going to get crumbled up, and part of it's going to go in the middle. So these little leftover bits are triggers for me, because I will take these bits and eat them unconsciously. Well, I used to eat them unconsciously, yet not quite put two and two together as to why I wasn't feeling great by the end of it. And then I'd get to the end of the day, and then of course you've got to remember too, birthday cake's going to happen tonight. I'm going to have a piece of that too. So all these things add up, and I would have this realization moment, later on, where I kind of go, oh my God, I've actually eaten shitloads of this, food that's detrimental to my body and whatever. And I'd feel really bad about myself, and it means I've done the wrong thing and all this kind of stuff, right? So one of the things that I'm talking about is the language that we use. So what I said to myself as I started to pick at bits of this, and there's ice cream in the fridge that I was picking at as I was putting, the Oreo biscuits through it, I actually made the comment to myself, oh my God, hurry up and get this cake formed, get it done and formed, because then that way I can't be picking at it. Once it's done, I'm not going to take a spoonful out of the cake, but while the ingredients are sitting in a bowl in the fridge, and while that's sitting there, I'll take a bit of that, I'll take a bit of that, I'll take a bit of that. Oh my God, hurry up and get this cake finished so I can stop eating it. Now, the problem with that is it creates massive amounts of urgency. It creates almost like a panic situation inside your body. And so what it does is actually the opposite. It actually sets us up for a primal reflex of fight, flight, run, all of those responses that says, quick, hurry up and do what you are doing. Now, what I'm doing is eating bits and pieces of ice cream, eating bits and pieces of junk food, biscuits, cakes, all that kind of stuff. What I'm not doing is sitting there going, oh wow, how lovely and relaxing it is to eat these berries off of a bush. So what I'm creating urgency around is to hurry up and keep doing more of the same. That's actually what happens when we have this urgency mentality. And I hear people say it a lot. Christmas time or Easter, when they have, all the Easter eggs there, if I could just hurry up and get rid of it, and then I wouldn't have to think about it anymore. You don't have to hurry up and get rid of it. Watch your language. It's just food. Because the moment we start using language like that, we give food all of our power. Food is just food. It's not a powerful thing. It's not more powerful than you. It's a choice that you're making. And however like pulled you feel to make that choice, or however unconscious that choice may be, you can learn to make those choices more obvious. You can learn to slow down your thinking. You can learn to consciously make the choices more so than unconsciously make the choices. And it starts with watching your language. Don't say things to yourself that create urgency, and don't say things that give food more power than you've given to yourself. Good luck, guys. I'd love to talk more if you want to hear more. See ya.